You'd think the playoffs would be the time of year where the guys kind of start to dial down the equipment psychosis. It's the end of the year. They should be pretty happy with their setup at this point. Anything but. Justin Rose has got to be one of the most underrated equipment psychos in the game because just this week he put a brand new, well, I guess technically old, Callaway Paradigm AI Smoke Triple Diamond Max in the bag, switching from his Titleist GT3. Staying on the topic of drivers, Justin Thomas is into a brand new shaft this week, a Mitsubishi Diamante whiteboard, switching away from a 2024 Fujikura Ventus Black. Onto the one I have gotten like a trillion DMs about. 3 players now have the double dot Titleist Pro V1X in the bag. Tony Finau officially switched this week. Obviously, Cameron Young won last week, and Bryson switched this week. Really intriguing here. Tony Finau said he put this in the bag because he was seeing higher launch with less spin. Bryson, on the other hand, said he was seeing like a 20-foot lower apex with his iron, so lower launch for him. Golf ball testing is very personal. It really does vary player to player. That being said, I still believe it's a lower launch, lower spinning Pro V1X that still retains greenside spin. But that was not the only switch for Tony Finau this week because he has one of the brand new Ping PLD Alley Blue onset putters in play. Now, this is a very intriguing design because they are not really going after lab from a torque perspective, but they're basically going after them, I guess, just from an onset perspective. So you have a 15 degree, a 30 degree, and a 45 degree. These all have toe hang. They just have onset. And I believe Tony Finau has the 15 degree toe hang version in the bag. And in other putter news, Jason Day has moved away from his trusty Spider Tour Red and into one of the new Spider Tour Blacks this week. They have the exact same insert. The only real difference is that this is a black head, not a red head. Ricky Fowler is another interesting story that I am following because he is using a Lab Golf DF 2.1. Now, we've known this, but he switched from a 3-degree press grip to a counterbalance version of this putter. Another thing about Ricky is he actually opts for the Gears graphite shaft, not the TPT like most pros. I've only tried the Acras, but if you've tried all 3, let me know what you thought. And another big putter switch this week. Aaron Rai does not switch golf equipment. He has used this same TP DuPage for like the last 3 years. As a matter of fact, he still games a 2019 M6 driver. But Spiders continue their takeover on the PGA Tour because this week, it certainly appears he has one of the new Spider Tour V slant necks in the bag. Another one for TaylorMade this week, Colin Morikawa has added 2 MG5s to the bag immediately, a 50-degree standard bounce and a 56 low. He actually helped develop the MG5s, but he's very weird about switching things, so I'm pretty surprised he put them in play this quick. And finally, mini drivers. Srixon looks like they are getting into the game with a ZXI LS 13.5 degree mini, which was specifically made for Taylor Pendrith, a Srixon staffer, but he continues to use his R7 quad this week. I know this picture's old. This is sort of a mini driver story, maybe not. Mackenzie Hughes put a Ping G440 Max Thriver in the bag. Ping doesn't make a mini driver, but they do have a 12-degree max driver, so they made him one of those, 43.5 inches, and he put that in play this week over his 3-wood.